In the elder days, when the moons hung low and the winds whispered secrets through hollow canyons, there was a name spoken only in dread: Oomiclao. A monstrous dweller from the dark edges of the world, Oomiclao was a long, black, slender beast, part werewolf, part shadow. His limbs stretched like tendrils of smoke, his teeth gleamed like bone daggers, and his howl could unmake a man's courage. They called him the Endless Hunger, for where he roamed, no life remained. For 100 seasons the tribes of the Valley of Nine Ashes lived in fear. None dared hunt when the twin moons were full, for that was when Oomiclao's shape slid between the trees, silent and deathless. But there rose one who did not fear the dark. Yoja, a warrior born under a red eclipse, trained in the old ways. He spoke with the spirits of iron and fire, and his blade, Kraal'Tho, was said to have been quenched in the blood of the first Leviathan. Yoja had seen the ruin Oomiclao left behind. Entire clans vanished, their fires cold, their stories silenced. He swore an oath upon the bones of his ancestors: "I will end the endless hunger." Yoja tracked Oomiclao for 7 nights through mist and mire, following claw marks deeper than a man's chest and footprints that sank without sound. On the 8th night, beneath a moon blackened by storm clouds, he found the creature in the ruins of old Oruka. There, amid shattered stone and twisted trees, Oomiclao rose, taller than 10 men, its black fur glistening like wet obsidian, its hollow eyes empty, yet watching. The battle raged as thunder cracked the skies. Yoja's blade met claws sharp enough to carve the wind itself. 3 times he was struck down, his shield splintered, his armor torn, but he rose each time, his breath carrying the names of his ancestors, their strength filling his limbs. At last, when his strength was nearly gone, Yoja drove Kraal'Tho into the beast's chest. But Oomiclao laughed, a sound like breaking bones, for no mortal weapon could pierce its heart. So Yoja tore the blade free, spoke the final binding words, and thrust it into his own palm. His blood, pure and burning with the eclipse's curse, coated the steel, and with that, he struck once more. This time the blade found truth. Oomiclao screamed, its body writhing and unraveling like smoke in a storm. It fell, crumbling into ash, its curse broken. Yoja stood alone in the silence that followed. The valley was free, but some say, on nights when the moons turn red and the wind howls low, you can still hear the last breath of Oomiclao, and Yoja's promise to stand guard until the end of days.